country. And then part D, discuss 2 reasons other than language why Canada does not fit the nation-state concept. Woo! Part D is heavy lifting. You got to know about nation-states, you got to know all the definitions, you got to be able to apply that, insert your knowledge into that question. So part D is way harder than part A. Part A is really easy. All you got to do is say, in fact, this is where it's not a bullet point. Students just put French, they got a point. All right, part B was talking about bilingualism positives. Part C is bilingualism negatives. Got to know a lot more, right? And then part D is really difficult. Students didn't do well on part D. But all you had to do is get the gravy in A, B, and C, and what happens? You're above the mean. You don't have to be an expert in every part of the question. It's just, how many of you play athletics? Okay? If you fumble the ball 3 times in a game, what happens about 85% of the time? You lose. Okay? This is like not fumbling. Get A, get B, get C, you don't need D. You'll still make a 3. Even if you don't know how to answer part D. Give it a shot, write more. But these are just fundamentals. Don't give away stuff. All right, who's that guy? Bill Murray. Does anybody know this movie? It just happened 2 days ago. My son's birthday is on Groundhog Day, and so he always saw his shadow because he wanted 6 more weeks of winter. He's 24 now. I don't think he still does that. Maybe he does. So Groundhog Day, what happened in the movie? Yeah, he relived the same day over and over again. Well, there's questions on the AP Human Geography exam that are kind of the same thing. The FRQs has a stem which is repeatedly used, so it's a completely different kind of question. So let's look at questions like this. Let's look at this one. In the 1990s, central business and residential districts of cities in the United States became the focus of a revitalization process. Discuss how each of the following has contributed to this revitalization process. So you've got this whole question, and then the answers are the letters are A, B, C, D, economic factors, demographic composition, urban policy, sense of place. So what do you have to do on this question? You got to keep going back to the stem. So you go economic factors. I got to go up here, read it. I got to talk about the economic stuff. Then I go back to the demographic factors. I got to go back up here and talk about the stem again. Urban policy, I got to go back up to it again. You see how that's a very different question? Yes, okay, all right. It's a very, very different question. This one here is very much the same way. Railroad and highway systems influence patterns of urban growth in the United States over the past 150 years. So you're going to identify and explain railroads affect the size and the way and form, and then you got to go how the interstate highway system did. So you got to go back to the stem with a little bit different information each time. These questions, you think these questions are easier or harder for students than the other one? They tend to be a little harder because they kind of pigeonhole you into something. And if you didn't study hard in your urban unit, this one could hurt you. But what can we do with that? Let's say we didn't do well in the urban part of the unit. What can we do with this question, this first one, that I've already told you? Less is more or more is more? More is more. Start answering this the best you can. You're going to stumble into some points. And if this question, if I remember correctly, this question was 8 points. We just need to try to stumble into 4. That's all we're trying to do. If I remember correctly, too, this had a pretty low mean. I think it was like 3.1. It may have been even lower than that. You may only need to stumble into 3 points. So don't give up on these questions. Here's another. The last kind is called a synthetic question. These questions tend to be really difficult. They're designed to be the most difficult questions. Does anybody know what the word synthetic means? Fake could be man-made, or it could be constructed to synthesize something. What do you do in school if the teacher asks you to synthesize? Create, bring a lot of things together and put something together new. So a synthetic question, you're kind of being asked to create an answer. So think about that. Ross, this question bombed at the human geography exam. This was an 8-pointer, I believe. The mean was 1.7. So what do you got to get on this question? 2 points. 2 points. So a lot of times students, we don't know how these questions are going to work out. This one bombed, okay? And when a question bombs inside, I go, as a teacher, I go, yay! I see the teachers back there going, yay! Because when a question bombs, if I'm a good teacher and I have trained my students well, all they got to get is 2 points. 2 out of 8, and they're above the mean, but they're getting 3s, 4s, and 5s. Okay? So that's why you don't give up on a question, guys. You think you look at this question and go, there is no way I can answer any part of this. You don't have to. All you got to do is get 2 points in this situation. Even if it's not that situation, all you got to do is get 4 points. It's back to our thing. You're not trying to make a 90% on the AP Human Geography exam. You're trying to make a 50.1%. That's all you're trying to make. Anything beyond that is gravy. Anything beyond that is gravy. Let's do it really. Anything beyond that is gravy. All right, very good. Here's my favorite synthetic question of all time. And this was on the 2002 exam. They don't even have it on the website anymore. But your teachers have this PowerPoint, so they've got this question. I hope they'll use it with you to train you. I want to point out one word up here. Awesome question. This was old school. This was an 11-point question. Anybody want to guess what the mean was? 4. Somebody say 1. It was 1.2. 11-point question, 1.2. Okay, so all you had to do is make a 2 out of 11. All right? So again, you don't have to be super genius, get everything right to do well on the exam. Remember my piles? You're just trying to get in the middle pile. Excuse me. And for this question, the pile was down, near the bottom. Anybody that made a 2 was getting into the 3, 4, and 5 pile. Here's why. What's the most important word in this thing up here? It says clusters of households headed by females in a hypothetical North American city. What's the most important word? Oh, I heard somebody say it. They said it emphatically. Who said hypothetical? All right. That is the most important word in this question. What does that mean about this map? It's not real. It's what we do in human geography all the time. We model. This question is asking you to model about a place. Okay? So what it's trying to say is this is not at scale. There's no miles on here. We don't know how far apart anything is. We just know that Zone X houses are here. Zone Y houses are here. There's a golf and a country club, and those two, we want to connect those together. And we want to connect Zone X with manufacturing in the Air Force Base. Okay? We want to know that the CBD's here. There's a railroad track for a reason. Not because this is a real place, because they want you to model on this stuff. Students couldn't model this stuff. We got answers like, well, the poor people in Zone X only live about 4 blocks from Zone Y, and that's just not usual. Okay? Yeah, there's times where the rich and the poor live very close together. A city like Baltimore, you see that all the time. Most places, that's true. The wealthier areas are very far away from the very poor areas until they gentrify, of course. I wish